Anyway. Hee hee ho ho. Ah, the Reddit drama. Ooh. Ooh, chat. This is a little follow-up. If you haven't seen it, it's on my YouTube channel. Basically, too long, didn't read the summary. Reddit be big mad. Reddit be big mad. And mod went rogue, big mad. So that's it.
We recently experienced a government shutdown, and now, with the 1-2 punch here, the two-piece combo, we are experiencing something even more devastating.
Ooh.
The r/art shutdown.
Oh,
Lord help us all.
Oh, God.
The mods...
Oh, God, they need to shut that whole place down. I'm not gonna lie, we need an alternative.
Decided to sail off into the sunset, and it looks like that subreddit is now just in shambles. With no tyrants to moderate it anymore, there is nothing left.
Oh no.
And they couldn't even just leave without making it cringe. They made a post about it. I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. But in a nutshell, if you haven't followed the story at all, there was a mod on r/art who took down a post from an artist named Hayden Clay because he had mentioned the word print when replying to a compliment in the thread, which is against rule number 9 on the 10 commandments of r/art, where you can't...
I understand self-promo not being allowed because it creates these loopholes of like, oh, well, it's okay to do this, but it's not okay to do that. I totally get it, but this guy went too frickin' far. Way too far.
So they took down his post, and he reached out to them in DM saying, hey, you really gonna take my post down because I gave a little more information? And he said, you broke the rules. I can also delete your entire history if you'd like as well, which was very hostile, a very power-trippy response, to which Hayden Clay responded, basically saying, like, this is a little weird. And they said, okay, take this then, Buster. Here's your just desserts, and deleted his entire post history, which included all of his art, some of which was some of the most popular on the entire subreddit.
Yeah, it ruins your promotion on the internet. Like, again, I had a friend that got perma'd for drawing too crude of WoW art for like 3 days off of the subreddit for World of Warcraft. Guess what it was? It was a picture of an orc with the heads of humans, which is very Warcraft thematically accurate, and they said it didn't belong on the Reddit because it wasn't appropriate to World of Warcraft, even though World of Warcraft was literally based off of the orcs versus human war. Yes, like it's actually mind-blowing. They got banned for 3 days. Granted, not a perma, but still. Yeah, they do not want any racism, they don't want any conflict, anything. Yeah, you're not allowed to question the mods either, you'll just get perma-banned for that.
Which is a pretty big blow. Hayden then responded to that again, just saying, like, this is ridiculous, seems like you have a vendetta, and he said, I don't know who the fuck you are. Some main character energy, just really eye-rolling, nauseating shit. To which Hayden once again responded about, like, how ridiculous it was, and then they said, you're reported for harassment, have a good day, which ended up immediately banning Hayden from Reddit for 3 days, because apparently Reddit mods have that kind of power where even the admins will just bend the knee to them. It was a huge deal, big hoopla. I made a video about it yesterday, and everyone was upset at these mods because this is just completely unfair and it's ridiculous. It's unhinged to be behaving that way. And now, in response to everyone calling it out, this is what they did. I know. Apparently, the r/art mods are.
Ooh, negative 6,000 updates. Yikes!
They're throwing in the towel. They made this dramatic post. We out. You win. We all resign. This is them signing off, I suppose, after so many people called out what they did as being just fucking ridiculous. They can't even just leave without making it cringy. It's impressive.
It's the most Reddit way to sign off, too. It's like passive-aggressive and mad over being told that they're stupid. It's pathetic, really, truly it is.
They still had to do some kind of little song and dance on their way out. I know, they think this shit went so hard. It's so tough. Just fucking dorks. Just complete dorks. Power-tripping dweebs.
Yep.
So everyone was making fun of them, shooting spitballs, myself included. How can you not make fun of a vermin this embarrassing? And then this afternoon they made this post. So I guess they're resigning, which is cute because it's not like a real position. It's not like a, give me your badge and your gun. This is literally just logging out.
They're not paid for this. They're not paid for this. Why are they acting like they're getting, crucified?
That's it. This is one of the bigger subs, too. They'll be replaced quickly. They're probably just going to make alt accounts. They're not going to be replaced. One thing that I have learned about Reddit is that there is this upper echelon of, closed-door handshake mods that all moderate, 90% of this fucking platform. And this is such a big subreddit, there's no doubt in my mind they're just going to have them make another account to be a mod or some shit, pretending... That's
actually a really good point. If they actually ban them off of there, they don't really do anything. You just make a new account. IP bans don't really happen that often on World of Warcraft. From what on World of Warcraft. Why'd I say that? Jesus, what's on my mind? On Reddit in general.
No way. They're not going anywhere. That Ego response by the mod. It's crazy, Ego, just from being a fucking unpaid moderator of a subreddit.
So
it's also
cringe,
very possible
bro.
They paid for the position to begin with. I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. If you pay to be a mod on Reddit, that should be a jailable offense. It would be so interesting if someone infiltrated the inner circle of Reddit mods. I think it'd be interesting, yeah. I think that actually would be a fascinating story. Because maybe some of them do get paid for it. It's possible.
I think it goes into the realm of Twitch moderation and being paid for being a mod on Twitch or any other streaming platform or YouTube or a forum. Should you get paid? Probably not. You're not part of a team. You're just modding because you want to. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. You don't get a contract. You don't get paid benefits. You don't take days off. It's such a... I don't know. I've never thought about paying mods in any respect.
Doubt it, but it is possible.
Discord mods.
It's just so lame. They couldn't even just recognize that the problem was their behavior. There's just no level of, self-awareness, it seems. If you're gonna resign, which again is just such a loser way of putting it, you are a fucking unpaid janitor on a Reddit subreddit. Come on. It's not that big of a position here where, there's gonna be some kind of, ceremonious ordeal around it. But if you were going to, relinquish that position, maybe having some reflection here's why. I understand where you guys were coming from. I apologize for being such an insufferable douchebag asshole to this artist. Maybe something like that would have been in good taste. But instead, they just hit you with the, we out. You win. We all resign.
Like I said, the passive aggressiveness, because they have all this emotional time and investment, they just get upset. The power tripping of putting people into positions of even modicum amounts of power brings out their true personalities. I do think there's mods out there that are absolutely good. They're well-meaning. They don't take it too seriously. They don't get paid. So why would they take it 100% seriously? You're not even I don't know, in a government position. You're not in the military. You're not even a mod or the position of power at a company,
Fine.
Chill out, man.
It's just so skin-crawlingly annoying. But I guess this is a very strong brotherhood because it was one moderator who went rogue. Well, potentially two because of the story I covered 3 years ago where a guy fucking melted down because he thought one of the artists submitted AI art when he was proven wrong. He said, well, your art isn't what I like anyway and AI can do it better. Get out of here, Buster. Plus,
they congregate. It's the phenotype, like I said.
you're muted. that could have been 2 different people, but at most, that's 2 people on this mod team. That's not the entire mod team. But because of these 2, the entire team decided to disband together in solidarity. So it seems like they kind of rally behind that behavior. At least that's the perspective I get. The impression this leaves me with is that these mods felt like they did absolutely nothing wrong and people were just being ridiculous with pitchforks calling for their scalp. So instead they're just going to be the bigger people and just leave. That's it. But they don't think they did anything that warrants any kind of, outrage. That's the impression I get. I think it's so weird how the entire mod team now leaves because of the behavior of 1, potentially 2 of them. That to me shows that they kind of huff their own farts and enable themselves. Like they wind each other up and think that they're constantly correct. It's just, I don't know.
Well, nobody keeps them in check. That's the problem. The Reddit is an asylum, and the fucking people running it are the patients. Nobody keeps them in check. They just run rampant. And if you tell them that they're wrong, they just go crazy and they say, no, I can't be wrong. No, absolutely not.
Pathetic.
Yeah,
really,
nobody's holding them accountable.
Maybe
exactly.
it's not the entire mod team. That's just how it reads. It said, we all resign, and the subreddit is now in like a limbo. So it seems like it's the entire mod team on r/art. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a couple of them. Who knows? What I do know, though, is that I want to leave you with like a little positive nugget here that I was going over on stream last night. I don't know how many of you saw this, but there's actually a really hype collab between Assassin's Creed Shadows and Attack on Titan.
We literally talked about it like an hour or 2 ago.
Holy fuck, it's a disaster. You have to see this shit. Yeah, I don't think it's worth making a whole video on, but you at least need to check out a snippet of this. Speaking of art, did anyone see the Assassin's Creed...
Speaking of art... Oh my god, I have to see this a second time.
Attack on Titan
God,
collab.
Have mercy.
It's
Lord
incredible.
Have mercy.
This might just get me back into Assassin's Creed. It is actual peak. Look at this shit. This might just have me fire up Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, it can't be! No!
No! Look at that animation, it's amazing! Rawr!
Get out of there!
This is so ass.
Come and get it!
Why does he look like Skibbity Toilet?
That's what my chat said
I don't know, that's
too.
Ubisoft polish for you right there, baby.
Yep.
Oh, also, if you were thinking that you were going to be able to fight this as some kind of boss fight or something, think again. This is the extent of the encounter.
Oh, hell yeah.
You just run away and then he gets trapped.
No, it's even better than that. If you die, you just get splatted. There's no animation of you getting splatted. It's off screen. He slams his hand down, and then there's just like a animation of blood, and that's it. Yeah, like a little wet fart, yeah. Wow.
Someone back home once said,
That's it! Yep, that's it, chat. It's not worth the whole video. Thanks, Charlie. Oh, man. Rogue Reddit mods. I've had to deal with my share of unpleasant trees with people who get positions of power. My most fond moment in my memories was when I had a friend and her little brother that played World of Warcraft with me. And they ninja looted all the jewel crafting because the little brother was an officer and he was a Death Knight goblin. And he stole all of the jewels in the jewel crafting section inside of the guild bank and then server transferred. Because they didn't get a piece of loot. Because they didn't get a piece of loot from Siege of Orgrimmar. There was an update? Oh! Okay, we'll look at it, sure. What an alpha? He was like 15. Yeah, he was like 14 or 15 years old. It was super funny. ABC, always be scamming. That's right. I didn't steal anything. I did server transfer with them, but yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. It's more pathetic than we thought. Uh-oh. So when was this posted? 27. So this was he posted it within a day, within like 12 hours. All right, let's have a peek.
Boy, howdy, do I have a wacky update for you. If you're standing up, you're going to want to take a seat. This is big. This will wake your grandma up.
Oh,
I posted a video earlier today giving you the aftermath of the r/art Reddit mod meltdown and how apparently the entire mod team had resigned, basically turning in their badge and gun saying, you know what?
Ooh.
We're done here, bucko. All because one greasy ghoul on the moderation team let his ego spiral out of control because of that small crumb of power he was given as a moderator on the subreddit.
Are we even surprised at this point, man? They did the same thing to Iron Mouse. I completely forgot about that too. They got mad at Iron Mouse and banned her from her own subreddit because a rogue mod went wild.
And he just went ballistic. He lost his mind, lost his marbles, but could never lose his virginity, and it was just pure pandemonium. He got called out, couldn't handle the criticism, and then it seems like the entire mod team disbanded because of it. But I just learned, because I was reading the comments on the video, that Dolan Darkest had posted an update to the story that actually paints a very different, even more pathetic picture than what we thought happened.
Ooh.
Because their post just says, we out, you win, we all resign. What if I told you that's not the whole story?
I thought it was like them all resigning, like all the mods, because it was made by a bot, like a collective post.
What if I told you that was a big fat lie? The call's coming from inside the house.
Oh.
It turns out that the real scoop here is even more degenerate than you could possibly imagine. Like, I don't even think fanfic writers would have come up with something this embarrassingly pathetic. So, big thanks to Dolan Darkest for uncovering this, because it is unbelievably comical. This is a truly special crash out that undoes 15 years of professional Redditing. It's incredible.
You know what's crazy is that this drama actually probably vindicates like an insane amount of people that were complaining about the mods on Reddit, and people were like gaslighting and being like, no, you're just being a baby. Like, I've never had any of that experience at all. You're just being a whiny bitch boy. Yeah, I don't know.
Incredible.
I don't know.
And I use the word professional Redditing in jest. That's not really a thing. If anyone calls himself a professional Redditor, that is someone that needs to be locked inside Arkham Asylum ASAP.
It turns out the moderator who power tripped and caused all of this in the first place, known as Neo Diogenes, actually had one last power trip. According to one moderator, they had no idea what had happened, as no communication was given when
I woke up to a bunch of people DMing me about a situation I knew nothing about. The person I replied to appears to have blocked me. Okay.
Subreddit was locked down. He undid this lockdown, and then he got kicked as a mod.
So this is one of the mods on the team that was unaware they were fighting in a war right now. They didn't know Judgment Day.
That's so funny. It's like, I woke up, guys. Everything's burning around me. What happened? If he's telling the truth, that is, of course.
Had happened. So they're saying, I woke up to a bunch of people DMing me about a situation.
Diogenes was a freak. Diogenes is an irony. Wait, is that from Greek mythology? Oh, he's a Greek philosopher. What are they? We're now for his aesthetic lifestyle, biting wit, and radical critiques of social conventions. That is ironic.
I knew nothing about, and responding to my comments in completely unrelated subreddits, I contacted admins, tried to contact the mod who had locked the subreddit through various channels, attempted to undo the lock, got my actions
he's literally Asmin.
Undone, then got booted as a mod. Now I see posts from meme subreddits I frequent and give my side. I haven't chosen anything, lol. He then went on to explain that there can be unlimited mods, so he wasn't like taking somebody's space by being there, and only did what he could to help out with some of the tools and things like that. And it was not like, constant updates what was happening there, which is why he was out of the loop. So Scooby-Doo and the crew pulled up here, and Dolan unmasked the mustache-twirling evil villain, and it turns out it was someone named Neo Diogenes, which, according to a lot of people on Reddit, is someone that has somewhat of a toxic history. I'm not overly familiar with Neo Diogenes and his reign of tyranny and terror. I have no clue. But according to Dolan, that was the mod that was going on this wacky power trip. And this mod here is saying that they actually tried to lift the lockdown, which, trying to get them out of DEF CON, ended up putting their own asshole in the crosshairs of superstar sniper Neo Diogenes, and he enacted revenge. He reinstated lockdown protocol and then booted this mod.
The only other active moderator I could find
mod.
also
Many
posted
such
that they
cases.
didn't leave voluntarily, calling the mod that kicked them stupid, and providing proof they were randomly kicked, saying it was definitely just one mod crashing out.
This is another r/art moderator echoing the same sentiment as the previous one about getting kicked randomly. So basically,
This happened to me in a WoW guild too. Not a mop. I think it was in WoD. The co-GM kicked all of the officers out of the guild because they didn't agree with him on a. I think it was like a loot system. They wanted to round robin and he wanted to do DKP and he just lost his fucking mind because everybody else voted for round robin because it wasn't a super serious guild that was raiding at the time. It was just a heroic raiding guild, and they said we don't want to like put in the work of like doing DKPs and making sure everyone's doing their job. I'm not gonna go into the details of it. It's a more easy way of like distributing loot. So he wanted to go do the more complicated way, and they wanted to do the easy way, and he lost his mind, kicked all the officers out, and said that he's gonna like he's gonna just make his own guild or something. And then all of the officers were like really upset, and then they made it their own guild. But anyway, this happens so often. This isn't just a Reddit moment. It's like a phenotype. Oh, you disagreed with me? Oh, yeah.
Neo Diogenes was purging. He was on a fucking crazy crash out, leaving bodies in his wake. I don't have access to any logs anymore, but I can post this as proof that I didn't leave voluntarily. You don't get these messages when you leave a subreddit on your own.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which mod did it, but they're fucking stupid in any case. And then they posted the screenshot. The other message Dolan highlights from this mod is about how they believe it is one mod crashing out, which I think is the correct theory here. I think that's pinning the tail on the donkey.
Yeah, probably.
And keep in mind, all of this started because the person whose post they removed messaged him asking, "Are you really going to do this because I provided information?" That's what started all of this.
I like to think that when things like that happen, it's like an accumulation of like debuffs on a person. I don't have to explain this even on like WoW terms or anything like that. You know how you get debuffs in video games and like you lose like, I don't know, attack power, or like you lose health or whatever. You lose damage, you increase damage taken, whatever. This person probably had their mom didn't get their dino nuggies. Maybe the week before that his cat died. And then this is like kind of what like broke the straw on the camel's back. They just lose their mind. Yo, Fillion, what the fuck? Where is she? Someone's saying Fillion, where is she? Hey, what's up? Are you streaming right now? What the hell are you doing? She just says, hi, Fillion. Do you want $16 or should I double it and give it to the next person? No, double it, man. $16 isn't even enough to cover a meal for a Big Mac or something. Yeah, you need more money. Yeah, double it. Yo, what up? Yeah, fuck that. No, $16 isn't even enough for a league skin nowadays. Go until 1K. Yeah, let someone enjoy the $16. That's $32. That's enough for a meal now. We're getting up there in inflation. I hope you're in a good stream, Valiant. I don't know what you're doing. You're probably just goofing around being cute and stuff. Do a backflip. I don't know if I'm on stream right now, but do a backflip. Ban Bow? Oh, she's gone. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. I just was checking. Of course, Alana would stay. All-right, buddy. She left. I didn't ever stream up. I know she streams at the same time. I just assumed. All right. What were we talking about? God damn it, I forgot. What was I saying? Son of a bitch. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Filling, you piece of... You're talking about WoW Guild? No, I was talking about debuffs and him losing it Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll have to fucking edit this out because I fucking lost my train of thought. Whatever. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, boom.
Someone just messaged the mod, loosely questioning their decision, like with the enforcement of their rules, because it was a bit of a stretch. And that's what started all of this. Someone dared have the gall, the strong chin, to question Neo-Diogenes.
Now, during Neo-Diogenes' crash out, he actually left a bunch of unhinged, sarcastic messages, deleting them 30 minutes later. Comments such as, "You're right, we look like..."
Oh my god. I love this so much. It reminds me of like people crashing the fuck out in any MMO that I've ever played. It was either over loot or it was over a girl. That was really common too. Like they got broken up with and they just lose their mind.
Like total shits. It's why we quit. Better to be done with all that because we obviously suck at everything.
You're right. I suck. I hate this thing when you're arguing with someone too. I don't know if you can see it. Can you guys see the "you're right, I suck"? This part right here. You got me dead to rights. Yeah, we are right. Why are you writing it? We know. I hate this like passive aggressive like it almost sounds like a girl.
Thing. You won. We quit. Go and live life to the fullest, champ.
Yeah,
like I said,
champ.
I'm boring.
Looking at the message history from Neo-Diogenes,
I hate the self-flagellation. It just sets me off.
Is just so sad. Yep, it's my fragile ego. For 15 years, all I did was, I'm assuming that says moderate. I don't know why it's censored. Maybe it's a joke. Maybe Dolan's viewing it.
It's not moderate. What rhymes with moderate? And that Reddit people do a lot. Hate and goon and hate. Remember that guy? The guy that hates Rev, me, Asman, Kirsha. Yeah, he's cranking his hog. Poor Charlie. Yeah, I guess he's that innocent, huh?
It's like a slur in Reddit. Sometimes simultaneously. Holy shit, this guy's like a...
Sometimes simultaneously. This guy's got his hand on his hot dog and is jorking his schmork and he's actually using his right hand, or I would assume his right hand, to navigate Reddit to ban people. Someone actually got banned while this guy was gooning. That's insane. And you admit that too. That's crazy.
X-Men mutant. He's able to moderate and Reddit at the same time?
No way.
What the fuck? I didn't know anyone could be so powerful. I was blissfully unaware that superhumans like this existed amongst us mere mortals. Wow, that's crazy talent. God, the tone of his messages is truly insufferable. Just playing the world's smallest violin for his pity party and the wambulance showing up.
Geez,
yep, that's
dude.
right. It was a temper tantrum. I've learned my lesson. It's why I'm not going to be a mod again. I'm not cut out for it. Sure, whatever you want to call it. Either way, the result is what you see. You're right. It would have been a good idea in hindsight and all that. You're right. We look like total shits. It's why we quit.
The self-deprecation is just so old. I've seen and heard this a million times. Yep, I'm just bad at DPSing, Alana. You told me off. I'm 30,000 DPS below the next person. I guess I'm just bad. You have to kick me out of the guild. I was an officer before in a guild before. I never did that again, because dealing with people who are stupid is just beyond my fucking patience. If you deal with people like that, props to you, bro. You have to deal with people like that at work too. Like in real life.
To be done with all that because we obviously suck at, well, everything. Actually disgusting that he's roping in anyone else on the mod team to his temper tantrum. This was a solo project here from this guy. It was entirely just him alone on the front lines of this battle. The mod team was not backing him from everything I've seen.
And now, it looks like he has completely nuked his Reddit account. I actually caught this in action when I checked out his...
He's just gonna make a new one. Like, you think that a person like Excalibur, the guy that was harassing me and a couple of other content creators for disagreeing with him, you think a person like that would give up everything this means everything to them? You really think they're gonna give it up like that? I don't think so.
Account earlier today, all of his posts being deleted and replaced with random words using a plugin, and now his Reddit account has absolutely no posts left on it, nuking 15 years of moderation that he did for free, by the way. Nuking
This is the equivalent of starting a new character on an MMO. Like, you just get a clean slate and then you pick up the pieces and try again. Yeah, his hardcore character died and it got deleted.
Entire subreddit because you couldn't deal with criticism, and then kicking every other mod while you're at it, making it their problem as well, and then deleting every single comment you've ever made on Reddit. That's some major main character energy there.
That was a beautiful callback from
That's what he said to that to the artist guy. What's his name? Yeah, I remember that.
Dolan there. That shit had me giggling when he brought out the major main character energy. That was what Neo Diogenes said to Hayden Clay when Hayden was like, hey man, it really feels like you have a vendetta against me because of this is just way too extreme with what you're doing. That was one of his responses. He said, I don't even know who the fuck you are. That is some major main character energy. So based on this
guy thinks he's in a Marvel movie, I swear.
Investigation here with all available evidence, it seems that post, we out, you win, we all resign, was very misleading. The truth hidden in the pudding here is that one mod was going through a very impressive crash out, and while still power tripping, sucking their own dick, kicked the other mods of r/art, then made that post, making it seem like they all banded together in unity and left together as a result of the backlash from this guy going off the rails. That is enough.
Again, and it's all to avoid accountability, to make it look like other people agreed with him, and it's not just him being a fucking schizo. It's a classic move. Many such cases.
Various plot right there. That is dubious,
crazy.
to
Other
say the
people
least.
are with us.
So now all the other mods that seem to not be on his side at all have now been roped into it because of him kicking them, making that post, making it seem as though they were still suckling off his nipples there. Like, hey, we're in this together.
Hot.
Like as if they were backing him up. But that's just not the case, it doesn't seem. That's crazy to go this far. So he kicks all the other mods and then deletes his entire 15-year Reddit history, and it seems like Reddit is the most important thing to this guy's life. So
it's been 15 years, bro. He would it be outrageous to say that he very, very likely probably didn't have a job or had very little jobs to, like, you know, because he had so much time on his hand? I don't think it's outrageous to assume that. If you read it full-time for 15 years, I doubt you had a job. I just doubt it.
That is a big fucking deal. All because the guy whose post you removed dared ask for more clarification and if there was any wiggle room to maybe, like, instead of delete everything, just remove that comment that he believed was violative. Because someone dared ask him a question and try and, like, expand and question him, it started this crash out. That's unhinged. And I'm not exaggerating either. It was one message that...
And this was close to Thanksgiving, too. Do you think he was stressed out about that, too? Sweetie, when are you gonna, like, move out of our basement? It's been, like, 15 years. Are you still hanging out on that Reddit? Are you doing that moderating on that Reddit of yours? Are you gonna get paid? I don't know. Mom, I'm busy!
Set this guy off. They hadn't talked previously from what I can see. When that poster was moved, he just asked, hey, are you really going to remove it because I gave a little extra information? And immediately he goes into, like, combat stance. He's like, all right, it's time to get pugilistic. You ready for fisticuffs? I'm gonna
ruin your whole life by deleting all of your posts. See how you like it. This is what you get for disrespecting me.
delete your entire post history. Would you like that? I could do that if you want. And the guy's like, okay, bud, calm down here. And he's like, okay, it's gone. Like, that's it. He took the smallest,
he took the shot!
trivial nothing burger and blew it up into this. I just kid. Like, it is a very special crash out. And also, my apologies to the mod team. I had no idea that he was using you like puppets in his game here. He was the chess master and you were pawns on his board. I didn't know, and I apologize for, I guess, making the assumption that you were all, you know, fighting together here based on his post saying that you were, or implying that you were.
That was smart too. He did it. He made the post under a like bot, so it made it look more authentic. Yeah, it's insane the level of forethought he had to do this.
And I'm gonna be super honest with you here, sports fans. It's hard for me to even be mad at this mod anymore. It has become, it's so fucking cartoonish at this point. This level of pettiness. I didn't even know somebody could be so petty. I didn't know.
You have not played MMOs or games where loot matters enough. I think MMOs are the true litmus test of like how people behave themselves when there's not like money involved, but just like ego and things that don't actually exist. Like the loot at the end of the day, it doesn't exist. Like if you've played Destiny, I don't know, like what other games have loot in them? Like things that are competitive, like people lose their minds.
That was possible.
It's not even worth money.
And
that's the sad part.
From what I can tell, Hayden Clay, as a result of all of this, has gotten a ton of support. So that's really good to see. And it has just been a pretty incredible series of events to watch unfold here over the last 24 hours. Anyway, I had to give you the follow-up here once I watched Dolan Darkest video on it. Unreal. That's about it. See ya.
See ya, Charlie. Thanks for the follow-up. That's insane, man. Is there even more? I don't even know. Is there more to this, or is it just leave it at that kind of moment? That was good. Check him out. Go check out his channel. Thank you.